so many. Next week I got something special. I did not shoot a parrot. This did not happen.
This is AshLoLFace. Looks like a normal guy who would totally not do anything bad, right? Yeah. After seeing the comments on the first exposal video, there was a lot of information that was brought out and praised for bringing justice to Ash. Furthermore, with Ash himself watching the video.
I've never done this. This right here, never.
I knew I had to get to work on making an even larger project to fully uncover this case. While researching further crimes, misdeeds, and downright stupid things Ash has done, one thing kept coming up, tracing all the way back to his Skyblock days.
Was it the parrot pet?
The what?
Yeah, the parrot.
What exactly is the parrot pet situation? To find out, I interviewed a certain person who knows this situation more than anyone else. Kevnuts. So, what happened?
So one day I logged out of Skyblock when I get a DM from Ash, and he was yelling at me that I had stolen all of his coins and wanted them back, and he kept calling me a little shit and a bunch of slurs.
Did you steal his coins when you got off?
No, I never even did anything. He was just randomly accusing me of some random thing that I had never done.
So what happened next?
I tried telling him that I didn't steal his coins or whatever, but he didn't believe me and just kept saying random shit at me. He was making claims that I stole like 30 million coins from him when I never did.
Did the other co-op members know what was happening?
SSV, the other guy, wasn't online when it happened. Ash asked him, and he didn't know what was happening. Somehow though, Ash thought he was doing a cover-up and that SSV knew I stole the money.
What next?
Then, out of revenge or something, he ends up taking all of the money in the bank and takes my parrot and AOTD.
And that should have been the end of the story. Except...
Ash started to put this outside DMs and called upon his fans or some shit to flame me for taking his money, which again, I never did! This asshole was trying to pressure me, doing God knows what to save himself. After all of this, I got Ash to back down, and he returned the money and most of the gear, but he told me my parent went missing.
Kev ended up showing me an old Discord group chat where Ash was berating his co-op members, blaming them for being guilty, and generally just being an asshole. A screenshot from the Hypixel server further shows Ash threatening to take Kev's parrot pet, coining this now infamous situation. Digging further, it seems that a Google document showing a hastily made treaty for all of the co-op members on the server was made, alongside a bank balance sheet to keep track of where the group's money was. However, it seems that these documents were abandoned just after a week they were created, and the treaty proposed by the other co-op members never seemed to have worked out. Did you ever get your items back?
No, but I'm almost sure that Ash was lying and he still has it.
Has this happened with anyone else?
Yeah, his editors.
Within the group chat that Kev linked to me, I delved into a deep rabbit hole following anything to do with his editors. Turns out, there was a discussion between Ash and one of his former editors, Chislin, in which Chiz calls out Ash for having a straight up skill issue in his Skywars recording, having to deal with the suffering of having to edit through such horrible gameplay. Ash then responds back, just straight forcing him to edit against his will, and not caring about Chiz's mental health. I tried to reach out to Chiz for a comment on Ash's abuse towards him, but unfortunately it seems to have been too damning as he had been unresponsive for many months, and nobody has ever heard from him for about a year. A few of his friends told me that Chiz had begun to seek therapy due to Ash's actions against him, and that he would not be returning to the internet anytime soon. A year after the incident, in a personal server locked behind closed doors, Ash even admits to this abuse in a later conversation between him and Chiz. However, his admission still does not excuse his actions, and furthermore, Ash still refuses to pay for Chiz's therapy bills. As the narrator of this video, I was also once an editor for Ash, and I also shared many of the same experiences that Chiz had to suffer through. Back when I was assigned the dreadful motion blur video, I was constantly harassed by Ash to finish it no matter the cost. And it genuinely gave me a headache. It was nearly 2 hours of Ash with his stupid fucking motion blur, with him being consistently ass at Skywars, that I couldn't edit his footage for more than 10 minutes without getting nausea. Ash, if you're hearing this from the bottom of my heart, bro, fuck you, bro. Fuck you for giving me an actual nightmares of touching an editing software, bro. And you have the audacity to not even pay me, bro. Actual fucking scammer, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I wish I never went on YouTube that day and saw your sorry ass content, bro. Never again, bro. He's a furry. It's a miracle that Ash is somehow still out here and being the menace that he is. While he may try to deny any accusation or claim that I'm saying is wrong, please realize that he is not the silly 3-foot gremlin that he is, and that he always has a trick up his sleeve. This video is meant to inform the general public that you should not trust this man. You should not idolize this man. You should definitely not ever think that this failed excuse of a creator is a good person. If Ash has 1 million haters, I am one of them. If Ash has 10 haters, I'm one of them. If Ash only has 1 hater, that hater is me, bro. If Ash has 0 haters, that means I'm no longer in this world. If the world is with Ash, I'm against the world. Spread the word. Tell everyone you know who this person really is. Yo, Cryp, your delivery is here. What the fuck?
Oh, what the fuck is this, bro?